Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Midday News here on Sri FM 92.7. My name is Beatrice. The news is also live on Kasmi 107.1 FM and across the world at srinews.com. Coming up in the next few minutes. Director General of National Road Safety Authority Abraham Amaliba alleges the detention of Ken Ofori-Atta by U.S. immigration officials was triggered by the Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine. Meanwhile, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu, a founding member of the opposition NPP, claims Ken Ofori-Atta is refusing to come to Ghana because he knows that he's at fault.
The sort of test he went through can be done even in this country. You follow me?
So he's just running away from justice?
Absolutely. The man is running away.
Also on the program, police arrest several suspected drug peddlers in a major security operation aimed at clamping down on narcotics and other criminal activities within the Tamale metropolis. And much later, Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority urges vehicle owners to migrate from the manual vehicle registration system to a digital platform known as onboarding ahead of the rollout of the new number plate system. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Private legal practitioner and Director General of the National Road Safety Authority, Abraham Amaliba, has disclosed that the detention of Ghana's former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agent was triggered by a request from Ghana's Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine. He says the reasons given by Mr. Ofori-Atta's lawyers for his detention are inaccurate. He further revealed that it was the Attorney General who formally requested the revocation of the former minister's U.S. visa. Mr. Amaliba explained that the detention forms part of ongoing extradition processes aimed at returning Mr. Ofori-Atta to Ghana to answer pending legal matters.
I can confirm to you that this is part of the processes leading up to his extradition. And this is the handiwork of our Attorney General. And I can tell you that it is the Attorney General who, in his attempts to get Ofori-Atta back here, that made the U.S. authorities to revoke his stay status. To revoke. And I want you to underline the word revoke. His visa has not expired. You know that?
Yes, we are told...
Manasseh told us that it will be in February.
Yes, February 14.
So anybody who writes a letter saying that it is part of the overstay extension is a hoax. The man's visa or stay status has been revoked following the Attorney General's handiwork. Sometimes these people think that all of us are dumb and we cannot read in between the lines. The American lawyer will not issue a statement like this because he knows what it means to be faithful to the proceedings. And he knows that if he says anything which is contrary to what is happening, he can lose his license. Those lawyers who are here are not privy to what is happening there. So how come that they are issuing statements? The person who is privy and knows the intricacies of what is happening in there are his lawyers in the U.S. So I want us to treat this letter with the contempt it deserves.
And that was private legal practitioner Abraham Amaliba. So let's revisit the comment recently made by the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayine, who mentioned, among other things, that his outfit was working closely with the United States government to ensure Ken Ofori-Atta is brought back to Ghana to face justice.
On December 10, 2025, my office transmitted the complete request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for onward transmission to the competent authorities in the United States of America. That is, in this case, the Department of Justice of the United States. At this point, it is left to the American authorities, especially the judicial authorities, to make a determination on whether a sufficient basis exists for the two accused persons to be extradited to Ghana to stand trial. Basically, what I want Ghanaians to know is that this government is committed to accountability, and the government has taken the requisite steps that are legally required for the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta and Ernest Dakun Akore to be extradited to Ghana, to be brought to Ghana to face justice. As I indicated earlier, it is now left to the judicial authorities in the United States to assess the entire package that we have presented to find out whether there is sufficient basis for him to.
And you had the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayine. Meanwhile, a founding member of the opposition New Patriotic Party, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, claims that the former Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, is refusing to come to Ghana because he knows that he's at fault. The comment comes as the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement detains Mr. Ofori-Atta over his visa issues. Mr. Ofori-Atta has been wanted in Ghana since last year to answer questions regarding his stewardship as Finance Minister and his involvement in the controversial SML deal, the National Cathedral, among others. In an exclusive interview with me earlier, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo said that Mr. Ofori-Atta's presence in Ghana could expose further rot in the erstwhile administration.
Politics to me is a call. And the elderly people who led this country, yes, this is exactly what they showed. The politicians we see now know what they want is money. That's why they are there. Why should the Minister of Finance refuse to come to this country? I can assure you, if he's brought in today, and is questioned in court, I will not be surprised if the entire government then is not involved in this sort of robbery.
So what you're claiming is that the Ken Ofori-Atta is refusing to come to Ghana because he knows he's guilty?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This has never happened in the history of Ghana. We've had foreign ministers. We've had very good foreign ministers before. Why Ofori-Atta not coming?
His lawyers tell us that he's unwell.
No. I don't listen to what the law says in situations like this. You follow me? They want their money. But Ofori-Atta claimed he's not well. He claimed he's having a prostate problem. Look, apart from the fact that I'm a man, I'm a medical officer, and I know what prostate really can do and what it does. The sort of test he went through can be done even in this country. You follow me?
So he's just running away from justice?
Absolutely. The man is running away. No, there have been repeated calls on him to come home.
In a separate development, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo has also criticized the MPP members of parliament who have declared their support for one of the presidential aspirants and former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It comes months and days after some 63 MPs and over 100 others declared their support for Dr. Bawumia ahead of the party's presidential primary later this month. Listen to what Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo said on this as well.
I saw on the telly a group of MPs, that's members of parliament from my party, who have come out openly to support a member contesting the leadership of the party. And believe me, at first I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it for the simple reason this is something we've never done it before as a political party. And then secondly, the party is already fractured. So what is going to happen after this will be total fragmentation of the party. I say this because each member who came out to support that particular, idea and declaring himself for that particular contestant is coming from a constituency. Has he consulted the constituency and the constituency has agreed that he can go to that extent? Or he's doing that by his own thinking? And I can assure them, if they have contacted the constituencies, they might be shocked what results they will get. So if they have not contacted the constituencies, then they are rather doing harm to the person they have come out to support.
Which is the former Vice President,
Who is the
Dr.
former Vice President, Bawumia.
A number of them feel that as individuals and citizens of the country, they have the right, of course members of the party as well, they have the right to declare support for anybody that they feel is good for, not just for the party, but also has the potential of leading the country.
Look, politics is an interesting game. I didn't study politics, but at least I've got a head that can see ears to that can hear politics as really it is. And I have always followed our predecessors. This could never have happened under the leadership of B.J. Darocha.
And you had the founding member of the opposition MPP, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority is urging vehicle owners to migrate from the manual vehicle registration system to a digital platform known as onboarding ahead of the rollout of the new number plate system. The authority says that the move is aimed at ensuring a smooth and efficient transition when the new system is fully implemented. Ibrahim Abubakar has more in this report.
As the DVLA awaits parliamentary approval to roll out the redesigned number plates intended to enhance vehicle security, the authority is encouraging owners to convert their manual registration document onto the digital to avoid future inconveniences. The DVLA believes early compliance by vehicle owners will help reduce congestion and prevent delays once the new number plate system is introduced. The Ashanti Regional Manager of the DVLA, Jerry Edem Aflabo, assured the public that the onboarding process is simple and will significantly improve data accuracy, security, and overall service delivery.
We want to encourage the public to do now is to use the opportunity to convert their manual registration document into the digital platform. That's what we call the onboarding. So that when we roll out the new number plate system, the transition will be smooth.
The redesigned number plate system forms part of a nationwide reform program which the DVLA says will modernize vehicle tracking and verification across the country. Meanwhile, vehicle registration activities at the DVLA regional office have slowed down as many vehicle owners opt to wait for the official rollout of the new number plate.
We've also said that from April, we will do the re-registration of the old plates that are in the system. So for those who have the 2026 number plates now, they can still use it and then replace it anytime from April to next year, December, 31st December. That's the period we've given for the replacement. So those who will be doing their renewals, after we have started the implementation of the new plate, the rollout of the new plate, those who will be doing their roadworthy renewals, at those roadworthy renewal time, we would wish that they seize the opportunity to do the re-registration to the new one.
Ibrahim Abubakar filed that report. Samuel Hare and the Mayor Michael Bako Alote has sent a strong warning to traders at Makola defying the red line policy to return to base before end of January. George Quaining is currently at the market where he reports that traders have admitted to defying the directive but are ready to move back by the end of January this year.
We are coming to you from the Makola market, one of the largest markets in the capital. In May last year, the AMA, together with the regional minister, Linda Oklu, embarked on a decongestion exercise to rid pavement and streets of illegal trading activities. And according to the Accra mayor, this was a necessity and not an act of aggression. And so in doing that, there was the introduction of the red line policy, and this is the red line. And so traders are supposed to sell behind the red line. And so there was some sort of, punitive measures, fines, attached to recalcitrant, traders. And months after this very decongestion exercise, the Accra Mayor, Michael Alote, is quite worried about the kind of events. Let's hear from him and bring you the current state of this very decongestion exercise.
I'm giving the traders in Accra up to the end of January. Please, they should move back to the normal red line so that we all live in peace. By the end of January, I am going to clear the streets. This time I'm not putting human face in it because I have been talking to people, I've been walking to them for some time now. The media, you can see how I link up with them. I beg everybody, I beg your traders, I beg your good mothers, they should listen to me and move from the street for business to go on as usual.
And that's a strong warning coming from the Accra Mayor, Michael Alote. And so this is a red line, like I already mentioned. So just look at this. Beyond the red line, or even in front of the red line, traders are back to base. And this is the usual, trading activities that they are used to. And we want to post this very caution by the Accra Mayor to them. What they make of it, are they ready to comply, or they are ready to just still sell in this very illegal space?
Mayor,
also by the end of January, we will come back.
Andy, Yabako.
And I mean, see, two I better check over Hannah. I mean, see,
Christmas is there also. Or by the Christmas there, or said that be free.
Okay.
It won't say, it's when saw two I see it. One say, now they what to I see him. A son, a person, send your ocean first, Kakrano, or Bashan, I didn't have Pamela on choice. On we are mobile, and ye or bad time so. On also a pruny, a black paying. Into on we are mobile said this month, this month we until the Busumi were. Look,
Ayatu is a trader here, and actually she's ready to comply with this very directive. But clearly, during the festive season, the things that they're dealing are very much in quantity.
George Quainin found that report, and of course we'll bring you some more of it later. Now, in a historic move toward peace and unity, chiefs from the Bimoba, Moa, Moba and Guma ethnic groups in the Bumprungu area have resolved to end the long-standing clan differences and conflicts. The landmark decision is aimed at fostering lasting peace, unity and sustainable development in the area. Now, driven by a shared vision of progress and stability, traditional leaders from various clans convened to address the root causes of the conflict and chart a path toward reconciliation. Acknowledging the destructive impact of violence on their communities, the chiefs pledged to promote dialogue, mutual respect and peaceful coexistence. Let's speak to our Northeast Regional Correspondent Solomon Kwame Kanalua, who joins us on the phone. Solomon, if you can tell us which chiefs were present at the gathering and really the specific roles they are expected to play in sustaining this peace initiative.
All right, so thank you so much. The chiefs who were present at the gathering included the Bunkrugu Paramount Chief. We also have the Nanik and then Bimbago Paramount Chief. Somewhere last year, these two chiefs were in loggerheads regarding who becomes the Paramount Chief of the Nanik area, where they were saying the Nanik Chief is not supposed to be the Paramount Chief. And so these two chiefs together with the Bunkrugu Paramount Chief, we have the Denugu Paramount Chief. And also we have chiefs who also came, and they are all Bimobes from the Burkina. We have the Togo chiefs and then the Benin. So almost all the paramount chiefs within the Bunkrugu enclaves were present together. So these were the people who are at the meeting.
But what key messages did the chief share about this new era of unity and cooperation among the traditional authorities?
Right. So according to the chiefs, the main reason why some of them do encounter conflict has to do with people bringing differences between them. Some of it depends on also their locations. The Bimobes, when they are settled in a different area, a different name is given to them. So like the Mua, they are all Bimobas. We have the Guruma, who are also Bimoba, and then the Bimoba. So it depends on where they settle. So people give them these different names. So when they came together, they have actually communicated to the people to understand that whether Moa, Bimoba, Guruma, whatever they are, the same people. So the message they sent across is they need peace within the Bunkrugu or wherever Bimobes are settled. And so the key messages they send has to do with the fact that all the chiefs need to unite and advocate for peace.
Was there any immediate reaction from the people in these communities?
Exactly, because when these people came together, in fact, they describe it as being historic, because we have people from Denugu who never attended, let's say, occasions within the Bunkrugu side because of their differences. But this particular occasion brought almost all the Bimoba, Gruma, and then the Moba chiefs together. And so the people within the area were all excited and happy, hoping that this will continue.
And you had that Solomon Kwame Kanawule. He is our Northeast Regional Correspondent. That's it for the news here on Sri FM 92.7. Log on to srinews.com for more news. Happy holiday.